Texas, Alex Jones.
Mancow.
Yes.
I know these parties go on. I've been told by people in Hollywood.
I went to one.
No, but I know it's come out in the news. But then you start getting off into this other craziness. You're telling me a guy during the break would, tell the story briefly.
Well, look, I went to this party. It was a big deal in San Diego at Comic-Con, and it was all kinds of evil stuff and mockery of nuns and sexual acts with the Pope, and it was really evil stuff. There was bloodletting, there was sex going on, drugs, and as I was leaving, this guy who's called my show over the years said he saw me there and that there was this, he calls himself David X. I don't know his real name. I don't know if he's legit. I can't. And he said that he saw a woman there, that he was a shifter, and he was looking at this all for the government. I don't know. Okay? And then that led into my next point was, look, remote viewing. I have done, Alex, it's so involved. Timothy Leary set me up with a guy who was involved with the S movement, another guy named Bob Hamilton out of Carmel, California. And I started to do these exercises. They said it would take years. In a couple of days, I was able to make my mind leave my body. Have you ever done it?
No comment.
Okay. So, no. So, and I was completely sober. I hadn't smoked any weed or anything. And I was able to put my mind in another room. So if you believe in remote viewing, I had a caller, a listener to the show, who was telling me what I was reading before I went to sleep, what I was doing before I went to sleep, what magazines were on my night table, and when I was dreaming. And this began to terrify me. When I say a dampening field, I went to Sharper Image, and I got a white noise machine, and I crank it up every night, and this guy has not been able to enter my dreams. Look, it's true what I'm telling you. There was a listener to my radio show, and he would talk to me in my dreams, and then call me and say, hey, last night we talked about this, and it was evil. It scared me like you can't believe. I had to take drugs to go to sleep. I had to get a prescription of Ambien, and in fact, I'm still trying to get off that. I like Rush with Oxy, I started to develop a real habit here, but I was so terrified to go to sleep because of this remote viewer, this listener to my program who would invade my dreams. And it's true, and you can laugh at me and say it's not true. I'm telling you, sir, it's true.
No, I just, you're usually serious. You screw around some. Yeah. I know about the parties.
Yeah.
And that's even come out in the news. I mean, remember like in 1998, it came out with the mayor and they were crapping on stage.
Oh, well, how about Mayor Willie Brown and the wine
49er party?
Yeah, I mean.
No, I mean, that was, I mean, you were on the air and you actually lived in San Francisco then, didn't you?
Yeah, and look, Willie Brown is a fun guy. He'd be a fun guy to go to a party with. And these people were doing, basically, you can read about it. It's in a book called the Bible, and it was the last days of Sodom and Gomorrah. That's what it was like there in San Francisco. And
no, that was in the San Francisco Chronicle, so I believe...
Absolutely true, and I had the #1 show in San Francisco, Oakland, and San Jose, and I was also... Alex, let me quickly, I hosted the premiere of 8mm with Nicolas Cage. I left the movie, and all my friends and family went, that's the most stupid, ridiculous, unrealistic movie. I'm telling you, I saw things like that in San Francisco. That movie was very, very accurate. And Willie Brown was going to these parties, and I'm telling you, it was kooky, my friend. I'm not saying there were snuff films being made with Willie Brown. I want to make that clear. But
hey, why don't you ask Nick Cage about the stingray tattoo on his ankle?
Let me ask you this. Did you see the movie Knowing?
No.
Oh, brother, I highly recommend it.
Everybody, my wife told me to see it. Charlie Sheen told me to see it.
Oh, well, Charlie Sheen's right. Knowing is a fantastic movie, and they didn't advertise it right. They didn't sell what it really was. It's a good one, Alex. You'll like it.
No, I know. It's a rapture film.
Well, or is it? Or is it? I wonder.
Mancow, you are something else. Mancow.com. It's always wild to have you on.
Thanks.
We appreciate you joining us. Truth is stranger than fiction.
Hey,
and your talk show.
Can I say one final thing?
Yes.
Do you mind? We were brought up in schools, never again, never again. Well, never again is happening again. We better wake up to what this president really is and speak up for Israel.
All right, Mancow, thank you for coming on the show. There he goes, Mancow Muller. We'll come back and talk to Pastor Anderson, who's making national news. Stay with us. This is